And welcome to the campus of Freed-Hardeman University, home of the Lady Lions, and we welcome you to some exciting tournament action. This is a first-round game. The winner of this game will advance on to Bowling Green to the Mid-South Conference permanent tournament site, or I say permanent for this year. And it's a big game, a lot of pressure, throw out the records. Alongside of me, as usual, is Michael Mullenix. And Michael, quick thought before we go to the interview with Coach Epperson.
This game, bracket this year, not usually what we see in a basketball tournament. They doing it this year. Lowest seed will play the top team, and then so on after that. So winning this game is going to be very essential because there could be an upset somewhere later on here in the bracket today as well.
Absolutely. Let's take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll hear from the head mentor of the Lady Lions, Joshua Epperson. And good evening. Welcome to the pregame show with Coach Joshua Epperson of the Lady Lions. Coach, it's now time for the second season, but let's back up a little bit. We've had 3 canceled games and a really tough loss to a team we had competed with earlier in the year. They kind of, as the old marble shooter said, laid a fluky on us.
Yeah, you know, it stunk. 4 of our last 5 games have been canceled, 2 home games, and Georgetown at Georgetown, which obviously would have been a good game too. But, yeah, Thomas More, the number 1 team in the country, went into their place. They did a good job. They executed their stuff well. We didn't execute as well, and our energy defensively was not where it needed to be. And, you know, Reagan Floyd was gone that game. Was also at home. You know, her grandparent had died, and she was where she needed to be. You know, there's things bigger in basketball, and that's an important thing for her and our team is always making sure we put the first things first. And so she needed to be where she was. But our team needs to show up on the road a little better, so they'll do better. Obviously, the key to things as you look at the bracket is, and you never want to look a game ahead, but just to kind of tell where people were at is we will play them again most likely if we win today.
Absolutely, and here's the thing about that is they took the NFL way of doing it. We could win tonight, we could win big, and just because we're the number 8 seed, which means we're ahead of a lot of other people, we can still wind up with the number 1 team in the nation again.
That's true.
And let's talk about some other things.
Yeah.
First of all, our opponent tonight, we played them twice. We beat them twice. Whew. The only bad news is we match up, and they match up quite well with each other. It's only been by 5 points, and I guess you'd say last 2 minutes is Alyssa LeMay.
Yeah, she's played well down the stretch. A very good team. Very scrappy team, gets after you, pressures you, gives us some matchup problems at times, and we also give them matchup problems. But a very good team as far as having some speed at some different spots, and a team that, like you said, it's been a close game both times. A team that you really don't want to see in the first round of a tournament, usually, especially do or die. But our girls are ready. They know how competitive they are, and they know that this is crunch time. This is a new season. Our girls are ready. First time in a while. A lot of us are, for the most part, are healthy. We had a little injury the other day. Taryn Kyle hit the deck the other day. We still don't know the severity of the injury, but hurt her shoulder. And anybody knows, especially with Taryn, as good a shooter she is, you never want her with a hurt shoulder.
No, you don't want that. She's come in and hit some big threes
in
different games for us. The problem is turnovers.
Yes.
We're turning the ball over, and I know you and I have talked off air about this a little more than we want to. These people live off of turnovers.
They live off it, and they make you do it. They're one of the top teams in the country at creating turnovers. They live off it. A good team. You know, a team, I was watching the film today, watched a lot of film, obviously, on them, but I was watching again them against Thomas More, and a team that had a double-digit lead over the number 1 team in the country just a week and a half ago. So a team that's playing well right now. Number 12, who will be in a different jersey tonight from what you were saying, unbelievable, had 38 points against us at their place, a player that really started developing for them, and obviously 21, one of the best shooters in the league. Those two are people to keep an eye on tonight. We've got to contain those two because those two together are over half of their offense on the season. almost close to 60%, sometimes as much as 70% in some games, just those two players.
Coach, before we talk about something special tonight,
Yeah.
3 short keys to victory tonight.
Well, a big thing for us is to communicate. It'll be big for us to make sure we communicate. We'll have to switch a lot of screens. Second thing that we talked a lot about is containing those two players. Between those two players, that's their offense. So you got to do that. And third thing for us tonight is to communicate who is safeties. We're going to have 2 people going back tonight in transition because they are such a great transition team. And so we got to make sure we stop that as well.
Coach, we've got a special night, and I want everybody to really pay attention to this. Help out if you can. If you're not here, you can still help out. And Coach, and this is a worthy cause. Please tell them about it,
so
Coach.
Brett Wyatt, a lot of people know his health condition, and he's been really battling right now through that. And Carla Wyatt, who anybody close to this program really knows well, a big key assistant in the early years when Coach Neal was building things here, and has done a great job, has continued to be a great part of this program. Just an amazing woman and amazing family, and Brett's her son. And we're just tonight we're donating money before the game, during the game, anytime we can, to help them with their medical expenses as they continue and as Brett continues to fight in the hospital.
Absolutely. And Carla has given her time. She's a coach, and she's volunteered. She's given her time. It's a wonderful family. Now it's time for us to give some time. Final word.
Final word tonight is, it's the postseason, a brand new season for everybody. You got one game, you got one opportunity. We have to make sure we take advantage of that opportunity. This marks the anniversary of the big win in the Miracle on the Ice tonight. And, the big speech there was, you were made for this moment. And that's the thing for our girls tonight. Freed-Hardeman Lady Lions basketball is made for these moments, made for the postseason. We got to show that tonight.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you. Good luck. Let's have a victory and head to Bowling Green.
Yes, sir.
And welcome back to Smith Kirk Court. And we are about 3 minutes and 2 seconds away. We've got a rebound. We've got to keep the turnovers down. And Coach says we've got 2 players we got to contain. We got to communicate. And then we got to get back on transition defense. And the word communication came up again.
That's right. And communication, just like the whole entire season, Coach, is going to be a big factor in this game tonight. And another thing you have to realize, your record from the regular season really has no key right now. Right now, starting out, you're 0-0 starting in the postseason right now. So that's another thing. Regular season record does not matter. And we see right now, Shawnee State's only beaten Live College right now by 1 point in the third quarter. And Live, I don't believe, won a conference game this season. Shawnee State won 10. That just goes to prove anything can happen in college basketball today, Coach.
And this is an unpredictable season. We've beaten this team by a total of 5 points. We hold 2 wins. Believe it or not, that means absolutely nothing. New season. Everybody's 0-0 right now.
That's right.
And LeMay has had some big performances along with her teammates in those games against Martin Methodist. Here, I believe you and I agreed it was 2 free throws by her late that sealed the deal. And then up there it was a jump shot. I'm not sure how far out, but she is a very capable shooter. She's our leading rebounder and our leading scorer. I believe assist. Right now KJ White is leading us, as she should be. And I was trying to see, we've got in steals, KJ is also the leader there too.
KJ White provides a lot of offense for this team, as well as defense. She's just a really good key factor for this Lady Lions team, and just a sophomore this year as well, Coach.
And again, watch this turnover thing. This team, the Red Hawks, thrive off of turnovers. Their game, they want to get down the floor, and they are tough in transition. And not a great three-point shooting team. Adequate, but not great. And one girl really leads the three-point barrage. They got some nice percentages, though some of those kids have shot less than 23s, though.
That's right. Faye Sharrow is really leading this team. Ranked number 12 in the division, and three-pointers made per game at right over three-pointers made a game, Coach.
Absolutely, and we will remind everybody, if you get a chance, to donate all contributions tonight. And I think you can also, Coach said, get hold of them later and make contributions for Brett White, a fine young man who's fighting a tough disease right now.
That's right, Coach, and definitely all prayers and thoughts will go out to this family moving forward.
And, of course, his mom, one of the greats here. We're fixing to go down to the public address announcer and have the prayer and the national anthem.
And the Brewer Sports Center for tonight's Mid-South Conference Tournament opening round matchup between the Red Hawks of Martin Methodist College and your Freed-Hardeman University Lady Lions. Freed-Hardeman University, the Mid-South Conference in the NAIA, would like to take this opportunity to encourage you to help everyone enjoy tonight's contest by being a true champion of character. By displaying respect and good sportsmanship, you can help create a positive environment for tonight's teams, officials, and fans. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats for a prayer to be led by Todd Humphrey, followed by the playing of our country's national anthem.
Let us pray. Our Father, we're thankful for this day. Father, we're thankful for this event that we can be here tonight to witness. We just ask that you be with us as spectators, help us to display the characteristics that you have us to do during this time. Father, be with the players, help them to play their best, help them to stay free from injury. Father, be with those who are charged the game, help them to do this in accordance to what you would have them to display the rules and the regulations of the game. Father, help them to be the best spirit of the competition. Father, we ask you to be with those who are traveling with Martin Methodist as they travel home tonight, help them to be safe on the roads. In all things, Father, help us to be the examples you have us to be. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. And now introducing to the floor the starting lineup for both teams, beginning with the visitors from Martin Methodist College. At guard, a 5'5" senior from Pulaski, Tennessee, number 1, Taylor McNary. At guard, a 5'7" senior from Tuscumbia, Alabama, number 10, Nicole Shirley. At forward, a 6-foot senior from Monticello, Indiana, number 11, Lauren Pickett. At guard, a 5'9" junior from Dyersburg, Tennessee, number 21, Faith Sherrill. And at guard, a 5'8" junior from Pulaski, Tennessee, number 25, Aaron Freeman. The Red Hawks are coached by Billy Evans in his 3rd season. He's assisted by Cindy Westery and Lacey Reed. And now, get on your feet and make some noise. Here are the starters for your Lady Lions. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Trenton, Tennessee, number 2, K.J. White. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Lyles, Tennessee, number 4, Allie Crumpler. At forward, a 6-foot sophomore from Santa Rosa, California, number 12, Caroline Chambers. At forward, a 5'10" junior from Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, number 24, Alyssa LeMay. And at guard, a 5'7" senior from Linden, Tennessee, number 41, Reagan Floyd. Your Lady Lions are coached by Josh Epperson in his 1st season. He's assisted by Abby Stutz, Darby Miss Kelly, and Haley Turner.
And we are ready for action tonight. 10-minute quarters as opposed to halves in the men's game. We'll have a men's game here tomorrow night. The Bethel Wildcats will be here again. Well, we had a knockdown drag out with them the last time. But tonight, a couple of quick thoughts about what we've got to do to win this game.
And basically your 3 keys for this game, 1, contain Both Faith Sherrow and Aaron Freeman both averaging double digits for Martin Methodist. Number 2, stay out of foul trouble. And then number 3, limit turnovers. We saw last game, Martin Methodist versus Georgetown, they forced 26 turnovers on Georgetown in that blowout win that they had.
Absolutely. We're ready to go, and it looks like Pickett jumping, and Martin Methodist controls. They're in the black uniforms. They're going from left to right on your screen if you're watching at home. Good defense, player-to-player defense into the high post. They get it outside, trying to feed in the post. We knock it away. There's a scramble. The ball is tied up, and we should get the possession arrow, Michael.
That's right.
But I've seen stranger things before in basketball. Not here, but other places.
Yeah, this whole season's basically been strange with all the COVID. We just went through a winter storm, and you don't know what's going to happen.
Last 3 games canceled. You couldn't have gotten here if we'd have when Paul and I would have had trouble. Handling the basketball out front is Allie Crumpler. She gets it off to LeMay. LeMay is not against sometimes taking that 3 from there. Crumpler drives, kicks to LeMay. Her first shot is up, and a good sign. 3 up, 3 down. I like that start, Michael.
I do too, and the fans are surely liking it too. And I thought we might have had the ball back there, Coach.
Oh, it was starting to look good. But it wasn't. And like I said, we are now here with the offense for Martin Methodist. They try to go straight into the post, and we had it played well. We get out of there with it, and I'm going to tell you what, Reagan Floyd was the muscle lady down there because she had to rip it away from her. KJ White taking it all the way, and we're out 5-0.
And hopefully this crowd will be a big factor today, Coach. This is probably the biggest crowd that we've had in a while, so hopefully they'll be a big factor, kind of hoping of hyping these girls up today.
Defending that screen roll. There it is, the juggle, the steal. LeMay has it. They turn the ball over, and we've got another chance at the 8:43 mark to put more points on the ball game. We've got Caroline Chambers posting up, who's done an excellent job in the post. Her shot a little short, got hit in the arm, and they knock it away. A lot of contact, of course, in college basketball, and we get it. More contact than you'll see in the high school game.
That's right, and especially here in the conference tournament, that is going to happen, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Right idea, pass maybe a half second late, and Martin Methodist knocks it away with 11 on the shot clock. Let's see if we go 1-4 low. We're going to go box. We're going box. So there's several things you can do. You ran the box when you was in high school. And it looks like that Martin Methodist wants to talk it over. And we'll let them talk it over as we take a timeout with Freed Hardeman leading 5-0 on the Freed Hardeman Basketball Network.
My name is Clay Leonard. I preach for the Church of Christ in Paris, Kentucky, and I'm a student in the Graduate School of Theology at Freed Hardeman. I think the quality of scholarship at Freed Hardeman, as well as the camaraderie that is shared between the students and the professors, sets Freed Hardeman apart. I'm already using my degree in so many ways as I preach, and I hope that it will continue to challenge me to be the best student that I can and the best preacher that I can.
Back at Freed Hardeman, where the Lady Lions gotten out to a quick 5-0 start, and then the huddles, 2, maybe 3 things you always talk about. Michael's got an update for you folks with the scoring.
That's right, and with the 5-12 matchup here in the women's conference tournament, Shawnee State has now taken the lead over Life 61-54. Kind of just went on a very quick run right there, Coach. So things not looking good for Life here late in the game.
Trying to get the ball inbound is Reagan Floyd, and she finds KJ White, top of the key, feeding down low. Turns around, faces up, high off the glass, just bounces off, rebounding. You watch Martin Methodist fills the lane, and they are going to push it just about every time. A little hesitation dribble, trying to draw the foul. It's knocked around to probably be touched last by Martin Methodist, so we get a team rebound on that one.
That's right, and when Freeman gets the ball, she is going to push it, and she'll try to take anybody out that tries to stop her, Coach.
Absolutely. They go to a 2-2-1 press, slows us up a little bit, and we lose it, and they'll call double dribble on that. And that's all you could do. We almost had something going, Crumpler. Now, the 2-2-1 press, a couple of teams have used that. Now, we have broken it well, and we've also had some trouble with it. And we'll look this and other things over. Both teams employing player-to-player defense on the half-court basis. Good post defense again there. Here's the 3-point shot up off the iron, rebound. LeMay looks like she's fighting for it and got it. She had to fight two girls off. KJ White trying to take it all the way. She pulls it out wisely, and we'll center it with Reagan Floyd. So far, a lot of energy by both teams.
That's right, and Lady Lions defense is absolutely doing great right now. 0 points in the near 2.5 minutes.
Well, that one got blocked as LeMay, the young lady, must have had a search warrant from the Henderson Police Department to be that close. But anyway, Martin Methodist has the ball. This is Taylor McNary with it. A fine senior guard for them, wears number 1, all the way out to Nicole Shirley. Now they usually they go screen and roll out of this, but with 6 seconds, driving, loses it, tipped around. Chambers picked it up. She gets her pass blocked, and now there will be a foul underneath. We did everything right except for hold on to the basketball.
That's right, and Chambers did have LeMay out here, but I believe it was Shirley just able to get a hand on the ball and force the turnover.
First team foul, and Michael, we've got a substitution for Martin Methodist.
That is going to be freshman number 24, Erin Grace Lester, out of Lebanon High School in Lebanon, Tennessee, coach.
And that's a tough program up there. She's played in some battles in AAA ball up there. First shot it, got it for Nicole Shirley. They get on the scoreboard now. Billy Evans, their coach, his 3rd year at Martin Methodist, but he is a veteran coach from other colleges. Of course, it's Joshua Epperson's 1st year, and shot it, got it on the second one. So it's now 5-2. We've looked good up until we had a walk and a shot left short. Reagan Floyd dribbles, and that's where they want to trap you. They didn't get the trap. She got it out of there. Cross court to White, to LeMay, and you saw they doubled her temporarily. Going to the hole was Floyd. Three-pointer by Crumpler, NBA range, rimmed out, and that time on the rebound was Pickett, and she muscled us on that one. This is the point guard, McNary, going to the hole, and it's now a 1-point game at the 6:18 mark.
And it looks like they're just going to go man press right there. Did go 2-2-1 last time.
That's going to be on Nicole Shirley. It'll be her first, team first. Both teams, remember, you shoot on the 5th foul in women's collegiate basketball because we play quarters. Easily into Crumpler, over to White, and they're backed up, picking her up at the 3-point arc. She brings it back out. Thought we might have had, but we were a little out of sync. We may have had Chambers posted up, but timing is everything. Here's LeMay. Her shot's going to be short. Rebound goes to Martin Methodist, and here comes Taylor McNary, and she is quicker than a hiccup. Her shot off the iron. Rebound, though, is gotten by Martin Methodist. Turning and shooting is Pickett. We get the rebound, and LeMay, who is our leading rebounder. And she gets good position. Not a great jumper, but good position.
That's right.
And that should be a foul. Yeah. And we'll send a very good free throw shooter in Reagan Floyd, who I believe what she's shooting, 85%.
I believe that's what I had down on my
86%. 86. I was trying to do it from memory. Sometimes it helps to look at your notes.
And another sub did come in. Looks like Cheryl did come back in for Nicole Shirley. About that Aaron Freeman, but I knew that wasn't right.
Reagan Floyd shot it, got it. She is so smooth shooting those free throws. The senior from Linden, Tennessee, and Perry County High School shot it and got the second one. And now we're back out to a 7-5 lead. Should be 7-5.
And a few subs coming in for Freed Hardman, I believe. Chania Brooks and Hannah Hughes coming in for Caroline Chambers and Allie Crumpler.
Michael will be your subway conductor tonight. There'll be a lot of substitutions tonight.
Yeah, they definitely want to keep these girls fresh, especially if you do make it to the next round. Most likely you're going to have to play Thomas Moore.
And that three-pointer was missed then by Faith Sherrill from Dyersburg, Tennessee. I know part of her career was played for Randy Kaufman, and she may have played for Joel Ayers. Now, nice back cut off of a pick. The assist made the play, and Reagan Floyd signaled her teammate, thank you.
And Floyd, if she hadn't been looking at the ball, I don't know if she would have caught it or not. That was a bullet pass right there.
Yeah, that had a little juice on it. We played a little of that checkout defense then. Driving on the hole is Martin Methodist, and nice shot that time by Aaron Freeman, who averages 14. Boy, that was good, Michael.
That was.
You have to give credit.
And she is basically a dual threat for this team, able to both shoot from outside and drive in for a good kick, for a good layup, or for a jump shot.
So now the ball was touched, so it allowed backcourt 8 seconds on the shot clock. We try to make a touch pass, and it's picked off by Pickett. Pickett throws it ahead, and they will drive. Stop, pop from 8, missed rebound. KJ White taken away from her. Stolen and scoring is Faith Sherrill, and Faith is strong, and she will, if you ease up just a second, she'll pick your pocket.
And she's another one of those, as we talked about, a dual threat, able to shoot from both outside and inside, Coach.
Yep, 9-8 the score. We're on the attack. LeMay has it top of the circle. We have Hannah Hughes posted up, but we, again, timing just a hair off there. Now we feed her. She's going to spin, falling away. The hook, nice for 2.
And great way to fake out Pickett right there. Not very easy to do, as many teams have tried this season.
3-point lead. You know, Pickett's last name, I used to be a disc jockey when I was a teenager, and we knocked the ball out with some good pressure defense. I think about Wilson Pickett, the great singer from the 50s and 60s. And Crumpler, coming back in?
I believe so for Floyd. A couple of subs for Martin Methodist. I saw Savannah Walker come in, but that might have been the only one, I believe.
Lester with the basketball. About 25 feet, ball knocked away, but they pick it back up. I think they say she stepped out of bounds. No, they said a foul. Okay. I'll accept it. Don't want to, but I will. 2 team fouls for both teams now.
That's right, and luckily that's just the first on KJ White.
Yeah. At that time we did miscommunicated, and they did a great job. And that looked like, was that Cunningham, or did I read the number wrong? No, that is actually Walker. Savannah Walker, she's a senior. And that time we didn't switch and communicate properly. Shania Brooks out here being stalked by McNary. And that is not McNary County, that is Taylor McNary, the senior guard for them. Screen by Hughes. They double LeMay. LeMay throws it to a wide-open Crumpler who gets the easy bunny, as some people call it. We'll take those all night, 13-10.
That's right, and Martin Methodist not wasting any time getting it pushed down the floor, Coach.
No, if you take a breath, they may go past you. Nice baseline pick, but the drive, pretty decent defense, and the shot went in anyway.
Not much you can do right there. If you got a hand in her face and just staying in front of her, she still makes it. I really don't know what else you can do except block it.
And that one on the floor. White fights for it. They reach around her, under. It's a jump ball. Possession error says it belongs to Martin Methodist. And this is a fast-paced game. I'm going to have to speed my game up a little bit. 2:19 left here. As you can see, our great Worthy Road studio. We have the score and the time on there. And next year we're going to work on getting the shot clocks involved.
I had a problem with this shot clock down here. Looks like it's working pretty good.
Guard through cut, and they block. They say Hughes fouled her. It must have been a body foul. It'll be her first, team third. But sending to the line is Taylor McNary, and she'll shoot 2 there. And she happens to be just an 88.2% free throw shooter. Let's see what she can do. Cheerleaders got a little action going under the goal down there. First one up, nothing but string music.
And did have a sub as well, Coach. I believe Reagan Floyd checked in for Alyssa LeMay. Definitely need to give LeMay a break here early so she can perform well later in the game.
The 88% free throw shooter misses that one. Hughes with the rebound to Crumpler. Across to Brooks. She loses it, retrieves it. She's going to be double teamed. They take it away from her. It's going to be 2-on-1. They're going to force the issue. And a bank shot up and in. And that is number 25, and that's what's throwing me off, is she normally wears 12.
I believe she did wear 12 the last game we had here, Coach.
And her roster number is 12. And I don't know whether the jersey got torn or was left at home. There's all kinds of things that could happen. Last game it may have gotten damaged. And it's hard to get these replacements. Driving all the way, laying up. That was nice. Reagan Floyd playing like the senior. She has 6 points. It's 15 all. And we've had 3 ties. There's an NBA 3. And that is from downtown Henderson. Faith Sherrill's got 5 now in the quarter.
believe fans back in Dyersburg saw that one, Coach.
We've got some people watching back up there. Maybe one of her old coaches, Randy Kaufman, who's Lakeway Christian, the #1 ranked team in Division II Single A, may be watching. And there we try to feed the post with his flat pass picked off by Walker. They fill the outside lanes, and again, 3 up, comes off the rim. Who's going to hustle and get it? And who touched it last? They say we did. Man, that was effort by players from both teams. Now we got to watch. The last time we got burned on an out-of-bounds play, they picked for the picker. They'll circle around, but they go into the post. We double down and pick it up. Great job by Reagan Floyd. She actually changed pivot feet there.
But look at the rest.
We're not telling. Crumpler, I thought she might load the gun up from over there. Here's Reagan Floyd, the senior, who has come back from a horrible knee injury and doing such a good job. She and Brooks both have had injuries this year that you'd like to have them healthy for all season to see what we did, and we still had a good season. Here goes Shania Brooks. They cut her off, and her turnaround jumper, nothing but net.
And that's looking like some of the old Perry County highlights. Over 2,000 points at Perry County, Coach.
Okay, you're right about that, but here we go fouling the 88% free throw shooter, Taylor McNary, who was 1 for 2 her last time.
That's going to be on KJ, Coach.
And KJ, that is 2, and that is the team 4th. There's still 3.4 seconds left. I seriously doubt we see the 1-and-1 in this quarter. See, we got new people. Looks like, is that Walker coming back in or somebody else come in and she just take their place on the lane?
I believe Pickett did come back in for Freeman, and then for Freed, it was Reagan Purvine coming in for KJ White, who had the 2 fouls.
Reagan Purvine from Dixon High School. They're in tournament play right now. Second one up and good. And Martin Methodist has a 2017 lead, as you can see on our Worthy Road Studios and Freed Hardeman Line scoreboard. Let's check the press out. They're wanting to match up now. It'll be a player-to-player press, but they had a safety. And Reagan Floyd throws it. The baseball pass almost went in.
A little bit lower, it might have had a chance, Coach.
We're going to take a timeout and come back with Martin Methodist leading 20-17.
The reason why I pursued my BSN in nursing is because I wanted to give back to the community. I wanted to take back, I wanted to give care to all the patients that I had taken care of previously in the past. I wanted to gain more experience in education. Freed Hardeman is local here in Dixon, Tennessee. I noticed that they had a 100% pass rate for the past 3 years, and I knew that Freed Hardeman would be a great fit for me.
And we are back, and one of the finest human beings I know is Mike McCutcheon. He just handed me something, and I'm going to remind you again about Brave Like Brett. That's tonight is dedicated to him, and we are going to give you the whole thing at halftime. And Mike McCutcheon's going to lead a special prayer for the Wyatt family, but they're taking donations tonight to help with the expenses for the Wyatt family, and trust me, this is one of those diseases that is very, very expensive. Give till it hurts is what I say.
That's right, Coach. Any little bit helps, no matter how much, no matter how little. Any little bit will help, especially for the Wyatt family.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of an idea. 19 days in ICU, and I know what that cost. Here we go with second quarter action. We're trailing by 3. Reagan Floyd with it. We got 2 high posts. They go to LeMay, who was out actually at the 3-point line. She wants to drive left, stops. She gets bumped about twice. They call the second one. She gets her shot off. She is a strong young lady.
That's right. And you almost have to be leading, one of the leading rebounders in the division, Coach. See, I believe, and just in defensive rebounding, she's in the top 10, I believe.
Absolutely. First shot up and good. And she is so good at that. She shoots her free throws at a 79.2 clip. She'll eye the second one. She tries it. She buys it with the United States steel roll, but it counts anyway. She's got 5 in the contest, and it's a 1-point game. We're trailing, though. That's the bad news. There's the guard through cut again, and that's good. We had nobody to rebound on the backside, and if you don't block out, scoring that one looked like Pickett, and it was.
Yeah, had Chambers come by on the left side to stop McNary, and just no one did rotate down.
Well, you know what that's called, don't you? Help the helper. 3-point up off the back of the glass, and here they come out of there in a hurry. They get it to McNary, and she can motor. She hits the trailer, 15-footer up and good, and that goes in by number 25, and that's Aaron Freeman. And if you hear me stutter or stammer a little bit, I'm looking for 12 down there, even though I recognize the face. Chambers had it out high. She'll cut to the basket here in a second and post up. We've got her, but again, we had started to drive, and that's either got to be a block, a charge, or an Academy Award. 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound. Brooks stole it, got hit, but it was one of those that they're not going to call a foul on, and I don't blame them. It's let them play a little bit. Back out front to Floyd with 12 seconds on the shot clock. She drives, pulls it out, 8 seconds. Fall away jumper, missed everything on the backside. It was strong enough, it was actually too strong. And here comes the Red Hawks. Got to be a credit card call. And everybody celebrates the charge.
That's right. I believe all of Freed Hardman on their feet for that one.
That may have been a MasterCard charge. Don't leave home without it. The foul was on Lester then. Her first, team second in this quarter. And let's see what we run. LeMay will step into the post, but I bet she steps out on the perimeter, and she does. We overload the right side, and they're really hawking LeMay because now she had a contest and a half at Martin Methodist. We try the baseline. We go inside to get Chambers off the post. She just worms her way around there.
That's right.
Gets it in there.
Pickett just stood still. That's not something you usually see from her.
Nice move, though. Her first points of the contest. She has a rebound to go with a foul. She switches, picks up. Nice hook pass. They get the baseline, and that one is a case of we played half good defense, and then we went to sleep. 7 points for Cheryl.
And looks like Martin Methodist. I don't know if they'll go away from the man defense all this game, Coach.
No, they're going to put pressure on us, and they're going to make it as tough as they can. They don't mind if they foul. 12 seconds left. They made us pick up the dribble. Brooks has it now, trying to break the dribbler down with 6 seconds. We've got to get a shot off. 3 seconds. 2. It's up there. If it hits, we can rebound it, and we steal it. And Brooks swiped in there. And I'm going to tell you what, she was like the invisibility they practice in martial arts then.
That's right. Really sneaky for someone her size just to go down, steal the ball from under you, not even knowing she's there half the time, Coach.
And nice drive, a partial block, but they pick up the loose ball. We must be aware of our surroundings.
That's right. Offense, you got to have them defensive rebounds all the time. Offensive rebounds will kill you this game, Coach.
Still that 5-point lead, and you're right, Michael. High set, this is a horn set, some people call it. One coach I know calls it the A formation, but you break out of it, round the horn, right side. Feeding Chambers, she should have too, barring getting bumped, and she did, and we missed it. And Taylor McNary's got it on the run out, stops from about 5 feet, and she's got a dead shot that falls in there. She's got 7, and their lead is 7 now. Now we really need to score this time. We don't want to let them get into double digits.
That's right. Usually Martin Methodist, when they have the lead, they usually do not lose it if it's as big as this half the time, but hopefully Freed Hardman can come up with something right here.
Got LeMay posted, but we go left side baseline. Crumpler drives, kicks out to Chambers. And around the horn back to LeMay, just short of an NBA 3, but it doesn't matter. 3 up and 3 down for Alyssa LeMay. And there's a timeout. Freed Hardeman with the score. Martin Methodist 30, Freed Hardeman 26. Let's take a short timeout.
The reason I chose Freed Hardeman was I came for orientation, and I felt welcomed and loved, and I've toured many nursing programs, and this was different. This one was something different to me, and it's been amazing, and I really enjoyed it, and it's something I'll always remember, and this is family to me. I also chose Freed Hardeman because of the 100% pass rate at Dixon. They've had a 100% pass rate for the last 3 years, and that finalized my decision to come to Freed Hardeman.
We're back, and Michael, to this point, with us trailing by 4, what do you see some needs of ours are?
You need to, as I said before the break, need to rebound. Rebound is going to be a big key in this game. Martin Methodist, they're a physical, big team, but it's conference tournament time. You have to get that out of your head. You got to put it in your head that you're the bigger girl, that you're the more aggressive person in this game. If you just do that, really the rebound is the really only thing hurting us other than just containing the shooters. But other than that, we're doing good offensively, defensively, everything.
Brooks has 4. LeMay has 8. Floyd 6. I think Hannah Hughes has checked in. And it will be Martin Methodist ball. They'll go a version of a 1-4 high, but they'll step out a post player. That's Walker over on the left wing. They hit a cutter, and that is McNary. We knock it away. It's tapped so they can go get it. And we maintained our defense because we really didn't have a prayer at it. That was a nice shot by Freeman because I think actually LeMay got a piece of that one.
That's right. It could have actually helped the ball go in. Looked like Freeman did kind of have a little bit too much quickness on her follow-through.
Now they've got Freeman on LeMay. That's a good man. Hughes wanted to cross over and gives it off, and a lot of skin left on Alyssa LeMay by the defender. Another nice shot again with a hand right on it, and Freeman's got 12, 6 in each quarter, and they have built up an 8-point lead. Again, we do not need to let the lead get in double digits. This team wore out Georgetown the last time, and we've been off for 3 games.
That's right, and that could be another key factor in this game too, Coach.
And they say Hannah Hughes took a walk on the boardwalk then. Interesting call.
Very, very interesting. Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact that helped that, though.
Great floor shot right there. I like those. Of course, when we get back to action, go to a different camera, but great camera work is Alexander Biddling, Jimmy Butler, and Gary Lockhart all doing great camera work along with the ones Paul had. There's the block. Hannah Hughes kicks it out. Brooks in the foot race with the ever quick little yo-yo move and up and in by Brooks.
That's right, and that cuts the lead back 2-6, Coach.
That we need him. We need a defensive stand right here. And you're right. She's starting to look like high school days again.
That's right.
And there's that guard through the cut, and they've been wearing us out on that. And they score again. You know, she's got some good post moves for a small post player. A small point guard.
That's right. And you're not going to see that much nowadays in college basketball, but you definitely see it in the Mid-South Conference.
Well, some people say that's a version of the old UCLA Cup. That actually came out of the Chin offense. And I've got the names for them. You probably, every high school coach. And there is a nice back door going, and we couldn't get the handle on that one. And, again, here goes the substitution machine. And Taylor McNary gets a deserved rest. She's got 9 for them in the contest.
And they're going to bring in Erin Grace Lester, freshman, as we said earlier, out of Lebanon.
And I know the action, that conference up there that they play in, or district, so tough in AAA. There's a good knockaway. We pick it up. And to be honest with you, I was fixing to say Cheryl needed a search warrant then.
That's right. No, I believe that was. That is Cheryl. Never mind. I was thinking Shirley.
Do you remember what was it in one of the airplane movies, Airplane 2 or something, where he says, "Don't call me Shirley"?
I do remember that.
Here is Brooks. I may have the wrong movie. 3-pointer up, right, straight enough, but it didn't have enough gas to get over the rim. And look at them straight. Oh, man, there's an offensive foul. Yes, credit card time. That one is definitely an American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
That's right, and I believe the Martin Methodist coach down here was a little bit angry about that one.
Well, he doesn't have the good angle that we do. I mean, she just took that hand out. Folks, replay this at home, and you will see she just cleaned out with that hand. You know what? Derrick Henry doesn't make better stiff arms than that.
That's right, Coach. And I believe the rule is now that you don't, as long as far as like being set on the charge and stuff, if you use that forearm or your shoulder to push off in any way, I believe that's an automatic charge no matter if you are set or not.
Yes, it is. And now they're matching up. It's a token press this time, Michael.
I believe so. And Coach, I believe Coach down there is just giving that referee an earful.
Well, he made the proper call. This is where the coach is wrong, and he has to realize, like I did a long time ago, you don't always see it from the angle. Here's LeMay's shot up. Nothing but net. LeMay has her 7th point and 10th point of the game and gets us back to within 6. But now here, people, we need defense right here. Jump to the ball you man, and help the helper. That's the keys right there. 3-point shot up, no good. Rebound, and they were draped all over our back. But again, I guess they said she went up. The principle of verticality in play.
That's right. Over the back row now, I believe it has to be contact. Might have been a little bit there, but I don't know about as far as call goes.
Nice shot from outside. And for a team that doesn't shoot threes well, now Cheryl can shoot the three quite well. It's a 39-30 game, and we're at that dangerous 10-point thing with only a minute 56 to go in the first half of play. We do not want to let it get in double digits. They are very, very aggressive, and they'll take a chance because they know the referees are only going to call so many fouls.
That's right. If you're Freed Hardeman, you can't be worried about the calls in this game.
Jump ball, possession arrow, though, belongs to the Lady Redhawks. And Taylor McNary back in the ball game. And she'll jet down the floor even against a set defense. Well, she's going to take her time this time. Well, I'll see why. Coach Evans, he's calling whatever play he calls for the top. Different coaches use different things when they tap the top. There's the pick, and she pops back out. Wanted to go one-on-one. They had the floor cleared for over there. Round the horn, 3-pointer up, 3 down. Cheryl's hit 2 in a row, and now she's got 8 in the quarter, 13 in the contest, and they have that awful 12-point lead.
I'll tell you what, Cheryl is just not missing right now. She's not going to if you don't get out there and guard her.
Our offense, because of the pressure they've been putting out, a little stagnant. Nice jumper by Caroline Chambers for her 4th point all in this quarter, 56 seconds and counting. It's down to 10, but we need to get it in single digits. They X off of the high post, and they'll set a screen on the baseline. And for Taylor, actually, she gets some people call them a single. But back to the baseline, no good, but they get the rebound. We did not put a body on somebody, and you can't do that. Now the shot clock at 13. McNary has it, lobs it inside, and that will go down, and they'll say a foul on Chambers. And the basket will be good. And we'll have a chance at an old-fashioned play. Team third, Chambers' 2nd foul. Crumpler coming in. The shot clocks are off at 26.8 seconds. Pritchard is a 47.6 free throw shooter, but she drills that one. Sometimes I want to say that has got to be wrong. Shot looked too nice.
That's right.
Here's LeMay with about 21 across the timeline looking. They'll exert a lot of pressure once we get inside of the spiking line in volleyball. And I believe our guest at halftime will be Coach Todd Humphreys. That is right?
I believe so, Coach Humphrey.
Yeah, I see him standing down there now that I look. Inbounds play. We're looking, and they steal it, and they've got 7 seconds, and the quickest person on the floor is motoring down there. She gives it off. 8-foot jumper, rolls around and falls through for Pritchard. And we've got things we've got to go talk about in the dressing room. It is 47-32, a 15-point lead for Martin Methodist. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have Coach Humphreys with us a little bit, talk some softball and volleyball. But you're listening and watching the Freed Hardeman game, and we will be back after this timeout.
The reason I chose Freed Hardeman is because I'm a mother of 2, and I live here locally here in Dixon, and 2 years ago I decided that I wanted to be a nurse. So Freed Hardeman had just opened up, and I was ready for the opportunity and jumped on it, and I knew I needed to stay home, still be a mom, and yet I wanted to pursue my dream as being a nurse.
going to go to the floor for a special prayer.
We're so thankful, first of all, that you bless us in so many ways and that we can come to you in prayer. Tonight we come to you on behalf of this great family. Father, we ask that you will be with Brett. He's been such an example to all of us. He's been brave and his attitude has been so great, so positive in a very tough situation. And he continues to inspire so many of us every day. We pray that you be with him, Father. Help him to recover. Help him to continue to heal. Pray that you will be with the doctors and everyone who works with him. And just pray that you be with him as he continues to progress, Father. I know sometimes we don't get the answers as quick as we want, but we just pray that you continue to be with him on this journey. We pray, Father, that you be with his parents, Chris and Carla. They mean so much to us. They're just special to us. And Carla, as a former student athlete here, was always such a great example, and she continues to do that through this trying time. Pray that you be with that entire family and all their friends. Just help us all continue to keep them in our prayers. Ask you to watch over them and bless them in every way, Father. We're so thankful for their example. We ask you to help us to be as courageous as Brett is. This is our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
And a great job by Athletic Director Mike McCutcheon. And some people may not know Brett. He's a young athlete. And Todd, were you here when Carla played here?
Oh, yeah.
You can't be that old.
I am.
Anyway, we've got a great guest here, Todd Humphreys. He's a great guy, one, because he puts up with my buddy Dave Wade, and two, he coaches two sports. He works here and does so many things for Freed Hardeman. And correct me if I'm wrong, I have us at 6-2 in softball right now.
Yes, that's correct.
And I know we've got more than two good pitchers, but I got to see two of them. I got to work the game as the color man for my good friend down at the table, and Ray does such a great job. And we enjoyed it. Now, one of them, I'm an old windmiller, but you've got one young lady, and her name escapes me right now. She has a very unusual pitching motion, but she's still very fluid. And I saw not only some elements of windmilling, but she threw a couple of slingshotters there with that hop off the rubber.
Well, I don't know who you're talking about.
But the second pitcher in the game that we did.
Brittany Adair.
Okay, I couldn't remember Brittany's name.
Brittany had a great week this week in Florida. Went 3-0. Can't remember all the stats, but I know she got player of the week this week for our Mid-South Conference.
Well, I'd say she deserved it 3-0. She's tough to hit against.
She is. She's tough. We faced, again, we haven't faced anybody but ranked or receiving vote type teams since we started the year. So we're 6-2 against all ranked teams.
Well, now I thought Weber was number 25 in the nation.
They are.
So we know hit. Not only did we beat them, we hit them.
What was good that they had swept number 12 William Carey, I think, the night before or 2 days before. So kind of threw a little bit of concern. You know, they beat number 12, and so you feel like, you know, that's going to be a pretty tough match. And then we went in and played really extremely well.
And Warner, we played them. They, I think, are number 19. We split with them, correct?
Split with them. We had an opportunity in the first game. I'm not going to say that, we played our best, but I'm not going to say that the officials did their best either. We had one play out in the right field. We would have scored a run. They called it a catch. We all three thought it was a trap. And so it could have gone either way. But anyway, we played well and had opportunity. That's what we wanted, to have opportunity.
Well, and Todd, you, Dave, somebody had to do a fantastic job of reworking the schedule so that we didn't sit around idly. And that trip is very good because we're going to be tough in Mid-South Conference action.
I hope so. We were trying to find some teams we could play, and Coach Graham and Coach Wade got on the internet, and we found some tournaments that we could play down in Orlando. We booked this, I guess, October, November.
Yeah.
And, of course, there was concern about COVID at the time, and we reassured the administration that we would do everything that we were supposed to do, mask and distancing and do all the checks. And so it worked out well, and then all of a sudden it snows a foot here. And we got snowed out of our Memphis airport, so we had to travel to Atlanta. And we finally got to Atlanta the day the next day and flew out of Atlanta to get there on time to play on Thursday.
But it was well worth it because, like I said, the
yeah.
team. And what I saw, I liked the looks of our team in the one game I got to see. Now, what we're supposed to play at home and again be on the stream, but have you checked ahead on the weather?
Well, I have. We've been trying to get water off the field all day today. Coach Wade's been down there. Of course, I'm in volleyball too, so I got a volleyball game tomorrow, volleyball game Thursday, and a volleyball game on Saturday. And so
well, Dave Wade knows about water. He's a fireman.
He told me a while ago. He called me and said he had about 95% of it all. So
well, I got to ask you, and Coach Estes may hate me for asking this, because which field drains better, yours or the baseball field? I've heard all kinds of rumors.
Well, I'll just tell you, I've been here for 21 years.
Yeah.
Softball is the easier one to get dry because it's the smallest area.
Yep.
Baseball, I guess, would be the next, and then soccer is the worst. Soccer is the worst because when it was built, there was no crown or anything put on it to where we have any drainage. It just sits there.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't on the baseball field the home plate in where right field is now at one time? I'm almost sure it was.
That's before me.
Oh, before that was long ago. You got to remember now.
Yeah.
I was in school.
There
not
was
here,
a field when I got here in 2000. There was a field down there behind the current baseball field that we had dugouts and stuff. That's where we kept all of our mowing supplies, our tractor supplies in those old dugouts. So there was a field there behind the field where it is right now, between the field and the bypass.
Now, I know the baseball team moves some games if it's too wet to the AstroTurf down in Corinth. Or do they have any AstroTurf softball fields down there?
There are some at Corinth, and there's some around. We think we can get ours dry. Again, been doing this 20-something odd years, and our field is not as big as baseball and soccer. I know, I'm not sure what the square footage is. I'm not that smart of a guy. I can just look at it, eyeball it, and know we got a little bit smaller area to get dry.
Don't let him fool you, people. He is that smart a guy, too.
But I know that we've had 2 pumps on our field today with water hoses and sucking water off and breaking up ice. And so I have acquired pumps over the years, and we've had pumps out in the outfield, pumps in the infield, and so we'll do what we can get them in. Now, the biggest thing is when we do get it dry, it's supposed to come a rain on Friday and Saturday. So, we're maybe going to move it up, maybe a Wednesday, Thursday set up.
Well, I was going to ask about that. I had some people have somehow discovered my telephone number, and they either call me or they text me. And we've got some people like the guys I'll mention up. I'll walk in there for breakfast or something some mornings. They say, well, what's happening down at Freed, as they call it. They don't say Freed Harbor. They say, what's happening at Freed?
Yeah.
And they say, man, I saw that girl throw that game the other day, the one that Ray and I did.
Right.
And I said, well, you hadn't seen their best. That's their 1 and 2 pitchers. But they got – give us the names of a couple of kids that's hitting the softball well.
Well, let me stay with pitching right quick. One of our freshmen came in this week, Chloe Winters.
Yeah.
She came in game 1 against Weber and pitched 2 shutout innings as a freshman. Then she came in while we were down 6-1 or 2 against Warren and held them scoreless while we come back and beat them 8-6. As a freshman, I was very, very impressed with her composure. I was pleased, and it kind of gave me a little bit of a breathing room coming down the road. Now, as far as hitting, our 1 through 5 right now is hitting the ball really well. Catherine Crabb, our leadoff, hit over 400 this week. Kennedy Harris hit over 4-something this week. Samantha Morgan hit 2 home runs this week. One was a 3-run, one was a solo to get us ahead in both of the games that we won, coming from behind. Allie Mitchell is leading the team right now in RBIs out of the 8 spot, which is good. So we're doing some really nice things up and down the lineup. And if you go 1 through 9, there's not many weaknesses in it right now, thankfully. And we got a couple girls coming off the bench helping us out in the designated player pitch hitting area as well.
And I'm going to say this team has the potential to be one of the best ever. I've not seen all the teams that's played here, but I know you've had some good ones here. This one could line up in that category.
We're optimistic. You hate to put the cart before the horse and count your chickens, all those good sayings back in the olden days that we used. But on paper, we look really well. We got some good pitching, got some good hitting, and solid defense. And so that's what you need to be successful. Got good leadership from our captains, and makes my job a lot easier.
It really does. Quick word about the volleyball team, then we have to take a timeout, and hopefully next year we'll be doing some volleyball.
Yes, I hope so. Volleyball will travel tomorrow to Batesville, Arkansas, play at Lyon. We'll play 2 games over there. Then we'll come back home for our first home game on Thursday night here versus Life College out of Atlanta area, Marietta, Georgia. And then on Saturday we'll travel to Martin Methodist, who we're playing tonight here in basketball.
No, we are going to do one. I have been informed by producer, director, and owner, and when the boss speaks, you say, yes, sir.
That's what I do around here anyway. I keep my job.
Absolutely. Well, Todd, we appreciate it. You're always so kind to come and be with us, and hopefully next year we can make reports on volleyball and do some games and then have reports on softball and baseball throughout the basketball season. But we appreciate it, and we've got to take a time out. We'll be back with Michael Molnick's and stats after this.
My name is Clay Leonard. I preach for the Church of Christ in Paris, Kentucky, and I'm a student in the Graduate School of Theology at Freed-Hardeman. I think the quality of scholarship at Freed-Hardeman, as well as the camaraderie that is shared between the students and the professors, sets Freed-Hardeman apart. I'm already using my degree in so many ways as I preach, and I hope that it will continue to challenge me to be the best student that I can and the best preacher that I can.
And we're back. Sure, halftime adjustments have been made. And here he is, the man, the tower of power, the man that's too sweet to be sour, Michael Molnick with all the stats.
And for Martin Methodist this game, shooting 61%, 19 of 31 from the field. From free throw range, from the free throw line, 6 of 7, 85%. And from long range, 3 of 9. I believe all of them might have been coming from Faith Sharrow. We'll get to that here in a little bit. Rebounds, getting out rebounded 15-9, and turnovers where you're losing that battle as well, 10-8. It's going to Freed-Hardeman now, 48% from the field, 13 of 27. Made all 4 shots from the free throw line, but here's the thing that might be killing us: 2 of 9 from long range, and as well as the rebounding and turnover battle, we are losing both of those. For Martin Methodist, Faith Sharrow leading all scorers with 13. Freeman not far behind her with 12, and then you have Taylor McNary and Lauren Pickett with 9, and then we also seen Nicole Shirley and Savannah Walker adding 2 for them. For Freed-Hardeman, Alyssa LeMay leading with 10, followed behind Shania Brooks and Reagan Floyd with 6. Caroline Chambers with 4, KJ White and Allie Crumpler with 2 each, as well as Hannah Hughes has 2. Freed-Hardeman, keys for this next half: limit the turnovers as we had in the first half, as well as winning the rebounds. They're getting too many offensive rebounds, as we've seen. Had 4 out of their no, I read that way wrong. 6 out of their 15 rebounds were offensive rebounds. Going off a note with that, we just received word that the final score for the Shawnee State Life game, Shawnee State will be advancing after a 79-74 win, Coach.
That's a good win for them, but tight ball game here. We've got to make this one tight again. 15-point difference. Reagan Floyd, the senior, takes it to the right wing. LeMay's three-point shot up a little short, and she had to lean back just a little bit as you saw some light body contact, and they have been really aggressive. That time we didn't communicate well, and Martin Methodist comes down, and they are lighting it up, and we've got to match up very quickly. And we did not. Now we've got to have offense. We're down 17. And, again, that pass kind of floated, and we've come out and they have gotten off to a great start, and we have not gotten off to a great start.
We just got to pick up the pace here, Coach. Get some good looks, get some good passes. Need something right here, Coach, and absolutely need something.
You're right about that. Chambers, let's see, she wants to take it. She's doubled. She kicks it out. LeMay, they've watched her tight, and she's a marked woman and still gets the points on that one.
Yeah, that's got her 12 right now, Coach.
And this is McNary, and she's had a very good ball game. She's got 11 points in the contest.
And looks like they're going to stick with man. Stick on Cheryl right there, and a good defense right there.
And I think we got a part of the shot. And then number 10, that is Nicole Shirley, picks up her second foul, first team foul. But we need points, and we've got 3 very good guards out there.
And we just saw as well, Coach, Aaron Grace Lester coming in for Nicole Shirley after picking up that foul.
Yeah, and we've also got Crumpler, and that makes the 4th good guard, and we've got to have some offense now. We go to Chambers. They've got her way off the block. KJ drives, saw a little hand action. She misses, and they blocked out very tough, and they say we touched it last. Right now they're out physicaling us.
That's right, and you've got to get that out of your head. New half. Only thing difference, you just got to act like you're down 17-0 coming into the half, Coach. I mean, that's basically all you got to do.
You're absolutely correct, Michael, with that. And they're back on offense. They've got a little more movement right now than we do. They use that high screen. They use X or a shuffle cut screen, if you'd rather call it that. And now we've broken their offense down 8 seconds, but Freeman wants to go to work. She goes up, her shot off, but we let them out-rebound us. And that's another place that they have hurt us bad, and that looked like Pickett sneaking in there again for her 11th point. And I believe your stat had them out rebounding us badly.
15-9, but I think that just might have increased, Coach.
Yep. Here's KJ driving, gets her first 2 of this half and 4th of the game.
And just like that, they luckily cut the lead back down to 17, so we're back even with them at the half.
Well, we've got to win 3 possessions for every one right now, and that's a tough road, but we can do it. If we've done it before, we've come back from deficits.
That's right, I believe. Shawnee State and Thomas More, back when probably the first couple of games we called with each other, ended up coming back from deficits in those.
And that kind of play right there helped. That was miscommunication. The receiver and the passer were not on the same page then, and a turnover for Martin Methodist. And I have them, and we'll check in a minute with I have them with 12 turnovers. DACStat says 11, but we'll wait till they see if they update.
That's right. And we just saw coming in for Martin Benham, coming in for Faith Sharrow. I believe Coach Evans having a little talk with her down there.
And curl cut and driving, but it'll be on the floor. And that time KJ goes to the floor very hard. And that one is on Cunningham, number 15. I believe that's her first. And we'll get an out-of-bounds play out of it with 20 seconds on the shot clock. LeMay closely guarded, and they've had Freeman on her. Freeman can tell you what kind of gum she's chewing. 3-point shot up short, and again, they get the rebound. We don't. Lester with it, motoring down the floor. And now she has kicked it off, and they kick it back outside. This is Freeman. And I'm going to tell you what, we may have to call the fire department. Freeman, I believe, has 15 according to my stats.
That's right. Just did not rotate right there.
And it's a 20-point lead. We try to take it inside, and we probably get a little break on that one.
Substitution for Martin Methodist, number 21, Faith Sharrow.
And Sharrow back in the ball game, and not staying very long was Cunningham. She did pick up foul. There's the lob pass in. Moving is Reagan Floyd. That was a nice move. Faked everybody out and got the points out of that one.
That's right. Now we need a defensive stop right here, Coach, badly.
8 for Reagan Floyd, the senior. She can come back next year. It's a tough decision. 3-pointer up, missing, air ball. They fight for it and take it away from her. We were there, but they took it away. It bounced out. Now we're going to have to muscle up. Shake, rattle, and roll, and they call jump ball. I'm an advocate of doing this sometime. And Alyssa LeMay pleading her case because they didn't get all ball on the first grab. The one that was called a jump ball was the proper call. Martin Methodist has the possession arrow, and they'll go 1-4 low, sliding a post up and a back pick, and you get a pick for the picker. And getting free, and it's off the front of the iron, and rebound Shania Brooks. We look up the floor, but they got back. Their transition defense is pretty good, Michael.
That's right. And Shania Brooks did come in for Allie Crumpler, I believe, on the sub.
Now let's see who they get on the foul. It's on the floor. 25. Okay. That could have gone either way.
That was a 50-50 foul right there. Luckily, going against Martin Methodist, and subbing in for Martin Methodist, Savannah Walker coming in for Lauren Pickett. So hopefully a little leeway right here, maybe.
I've got Freeman with 3, and I believe the scoreboard, yes, has her with 3. Here's the drive. White wants to go up with it. It's going to come off the backside, but Hughes was there for the rebound. Hannah Hughes with her 4th point.
That's what we need to do right there, Coach. Just always going after the boards, offensive and defensive. If we do that, we can put this game hopefully back to a single-digit lead.
Absolutely. Now, they've got it Walker, who's their biggest player. We knocked it away, but we didn't get it. They beat us on the baseline. We rotate and did a little better job. Brooks got the rebound. There should be a foul. I know the young lady can't believe it. And Billy Evans trying to work the officials for the next call. And that is the 4th team foul, and that is the 2nd foul on Faith Sherrill. You know, it's one of those where you would like to get the 3rd and 4th one on her and get her out of the ball game because she has hurt us tonight.
That's right. And, well, Freeman's got 3 fouls, and Coach Evans not taking her out, but we did see Savannah Walker just came back out, and they put in the junior Kaylee McClendon out of Huntland, Tennessee.
Now they've changed because of the fouls on Freeman. They have changed and put the smaller but quicker Taylor McNary on Alyssa LeMay. There's a timeout here, and with the score, Martin Methodist 56, Freed Hardeman 40. Let's take a timeout on the Freed Hardeman Basketball Network.
The reason why I pursued my BSN in nursing is because I wanted to give back to the community. I wanted to take back, I wanted to give care to all the patients that I had taken care of previously in the past. I wanted to gain more experience in education. Freed Hardeman is local here in Dixon, Tennessee. I noticed that they had a 100% pass rate for the past 3 years, and I knew that Freed Hardeman would be a great fit for me.
And we are back where we trail by 16, and it's not lack of effort, but I'm going to be honest with you, Martin Method's very aggressive and super physical, and the officiating has dictated that they can be that physical. Not that the officials are missing calls, but we've got to adjust and be a little more physical, Michael.
That's right. And once you get in your head that the referees aren't making the back calls, that does alter your concentration a little bit over to the referees more than playing basketball. So Freed Hardeman done a pretty good job of it this game, but they really do need to get that all out of their head and just play basketball really good.
You're playing because they've really not been that bad a call. They're letting the game be a little more physical. This will be 1, and if she hits it, the bonus, the 5th team foul on Martin Methodist. KJ White at the line, a very good free throw shooter, and that one rolls in. Actually, it looked like they gave her 2 because there was no action there. But KJ White, who always is one of those, I think she used to shoot their technical fouls at Gibson County. Hits the second one. It may have rattled, but it went in. It counted. And now we're just down 14. Want to get inside double digits before this quarter's over as far as the lead. Now, we haven't extended our defense, and it's a little early for that. Watch the cutters. They use single screens, or some people call them staggered doubles. They will use a shuffle cut off of a high post, but it's more of a motion-type offense. There's the quick girl, Taylor. KJ really with great defense. Now they go to Freeman. She's going to go to the hole, and she gets bumped by LeMay, and she had a step on LeMay, and she'll shoot 2. And that should only be what LeMay's, is it her first or her second?
I believe they got it as her first.
Okay, the first.
Subbing in for Martin Methodist. Lauren Pickett subbed in for McClendon. McClendon coming in just playing some key minutes out there. And at the scores table, I believe it's Nicole Shirley looks like she will come in for the free throw shooter, Aaron Freeman.
Yeah, 78% free throw shooter hits the first one, 57-42, 4:24 to go, as you can see on the Worthy Road Studios clock and scoreboard. Second one, nothing but string music. And she has 5 in this quarter and 20 in the contest.
She is playing some excellent basketball, Coach.
Now, we've held our turnovers down in this quarter because we came into this quarter with 10 turnovers. Unfortunately, we have not forced them to turn it over much, and they are shooting a little better percentage and have gotten more shots. Their offensive rebounding is a little better. Here's KJ driving to the left side. Hook layup in and good. She's having a big quarter. 6 in the quarter, 8 in the contest for her, and that gets us a little closer. Here's the 3 up, quick-footed. May have not got feet, but they out-rebounded us again, and there is Pickett. And she's got 13, and they are working us over on the boards.
That's right. Pickett just got a good block out there on KJ White. A very big mismatch right there, Coach.
You can't go with 2 post players against this team. You have to go small, and there's Brooks with a nice drive, Shania Brooks. And she did a great job then. I believe she's got 8. There's the drive. It's blocked. Brooks comes out of there with it. We feel the lanes were a little tight. The spacing's not good. Give it off to Hughes. She gets bumped, hits the left-handed layup, and give Hughes, nice pass, but give Hughes a lot of credit because she got bumped and still got it in the hole.
That's right. And the lead just went from, I believe, 18 to 12, Coach. What a run by Freed Hardman.
And that's what you got to have. Basketball, a game of ebbs and flows, or basically, nicer word is it's a game of runs.
That's right, Coach. That is right.
Shot it, got it. Hannah Hughes from McNary Central High School played for the venerable one, Jerry Lott. And now a timeout. Let's see, the official stop play.
It's going to be.
Is that
Martin
the media
Methodist.
timeout?
I believe no, Coach Evans did call the timeout.
He did call a timeout. We're going to take a short timeout and be back with more Freed Hardeman basketball with the Lions back within 11.
The reason I chose Freed Hardeman was I came for orientation and I felt welcomed and loved, and I've toured many nursing programs, and this was different. This one was something different to me, and it's been amazing, and I really enjoyed it, and it's something I'll always remember, and this is family to me. I also chose Freed Hardeman because of the 100% pass rate at Dixon. They've had a 100% pass rate for the last 3 years, and that finalized my decision to come to Freed Hardeman.
Back as Freed Hardeman has made a run. This game hasn't been tied since 15. It was tied at 5, 13, and 15. And then late in the first half, Martin Methodist kind of took off their physical style play. They run, they play hard, and we've had a couple of communications breakdowns, but a nice run, Michael, by the Lady Lions here.
That is right. That is right. And hopefully they can keep it up here. No, Coach Evans did call a timeout to talk to his players, kind of slow the momentum down, but hopefully Freed Hardeman maybe come back with even better momentum here, Coach.
And they run 3 across the baseline to get a high screen to get Taylor McNary free. And let's see how they run this. They use their screens well. They use a version of what some people call an Iverson cut. There's the shuffle cut with Taylor. Now Cheryl has it. Taylor came out. That's Taylor McNary, and goes up, and they say it is off the Red Hawks. And with 2:54, we've got a chance to get this under double digits.
That's right. And Coach Evans going to take Taylor McNary. I put Aaron Grace Lester in for Martin Methodist.
Well, he's going to tell her when he comes by, he'll say, Taylor, I need you to be under control, not out of control.
That's right. And that's what basically all you need.
And there's a travel. That's the old walk on. You go and your path gets cut off at the last second and you get overextended.
That's right.
Coach Evans working with that shield mask on. He's pulling it and tugging at it, but he likes it as opposed to the other kind. Going to run a double stack. And here's the guard getting away. 8-footer up and good, and they have burned us very bad. That's Lester's first points, I believe.
I believe so. Mainly a big passer, but
And again, got a shot partially blocked. They're more active. They tip it back in. And we're going to chase the youngster down, but there's going to be a foul called.
They're going to call that on Brooks.
Interesting. Okay. That is on Shania Brooks, and that is her first, team second. Martin Methodist already in the bonus as far as us shooting. They have committed 5 team fouls, but they have the basketball, and after a chance to think about it and catch her breath, Taylor McNary, the senior, back in there for them. 3-point shot looking fairly good, but it came off the iron, and now they fight, kick it out. And this looks like Cunningham. Cunningham shot off the iron, KJ White, and there's got to be a rebounding foul. Then they just cleared Allie Crumpler out.
Looked like it could have been an elbow right there.
Well, they cleaned her out with it, too. No, and it should be a shooting foul. Oh, that's Reagan Floyd. I said Crumpler. That's Reagan took, she's like the old, what was it, Timex watch. They take a licking and keep on ticking.
I believe that's what it is.
Are you old enough to remember that old ad? Those watches, they would take a beating and they kept ticking. And this is Reagan Floyd. Great free throw shooter. Her shot up, and nothing but string music there. I've got her with 9 on the night. She's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Let's hope I didn't jinx her by saying that. Michael will have another score for you in a second. She gets that one. A little steal to it, but she still gets it, and she's got 10. Michael, what do you got for us?
At the conclusion of this game, the 7-seeded Bethel Lady Wildcats just took down number 10-seeded Georgetown 77-66. So depending on this game and the other games, we'll see how the second round will stand out.
And we got out-rebounded on the first shot, but Hannah Hughes was very tough on that second one, and she will go to the line and shoot free throws. It'll be the bonus situation, and that is Pickett's second foul. And they don't mind fouling. Like I told you earlier, some teams, their whole theory is if you foul a little, the referees will call a little, and if you foul a lot, they'll still call a little. First one up and good.
And it's back down to 10 now, Coach. We said earlier just in the break, we need to cut this down to 8-10 lead, I believe.
And when you get to the bonus in women's basketball, it's a double bonus. And she hits both of them. Great free throw shooter. A lot of substitutions. Crumpler back in, White out for us, and it looked like, was that Lester coming back in for them?
I believe so. I did miss it a little bit, trying to get all my papers back in order right here.
And they run the guard through cut, and then they circle the guard around. And a nice move, but a good block by Hughes. But, again, they get the blocked shot. We've got to get those 50-50 balls like that.
And Lester would probably just right place, right time for her on that one.
Now we hit that one. 7 seconds on the shot clock. And that should not be a recycle. I know some of our fans listening, you can recycle it if it's knocked out of bounds under 20 seconds. It only recycles to 20 seconds. They try to throw the big post player. And right there we have a guard named Reagan Floyd, a senior, says, I know what they're doing. She swiped it to Crump, or actually to LeMay. And we tried to catch it one-handed. Maybe that's all Hughes could do, but
LeMay with another one of them bullet passes, Coach.
You know what the old thing is, and especially with the bullet passes, it takes 2 hands to handle a Whopper. That used to be a Burger King commercial. There's the chin cut, and then they fake the shuffle cut off of that. Cunningham's got it. Her shot is up and good, and she looked good doing that. That's what I saw out of that young lady in high school.
And it looks like they might try to hold it for – I don't think they're going to try for a 2-and-1 here, Coach.
No, because we've got 19 seconds, so Martin Methodist will get one more possession on this. Nice hook, but it came out. Savannah Walker got the rebound, and they will look for a guard. And, of course, most of their players on the floor are guards. When I say I can't go wrong saying they're looking for a guard. Shot clock off, 10 seconds. Walker throws it over. Sherrill wants to go to the hole. I think we fouled her. That should be on the floor, and only our third team foul. And only 7 seconds left. And we really got to play tough defense and communicate. Chambers comes back in for LeMay. You got to make sure of those assignments, and if we're going to switch on them, we got to switch on everything. Watch for a pick-the-picker situation. They'll set a pick, then they'll pick for the one that set the pick, and we almost left the post open. 5-4. There's a shot up, blocked. Now they say a little bit of a late foul call, and interesting. And they say that's what, on Crumpler?
Believe so is what I was getting. Luckily, that's just her first. 4
team fouls, but that won't make any difference with 2 seconds left probably. At the line is Lester. Her shot is up, and she looks very good at the free throw line. Shoots 64.3% from there. 65-53. We didn't accomplish one of our goals we needed. It's going to be a double-digit lead, which means we have to play that hard. Missed the second one, and again, they almost out-rebounded us. We should get the ball with 0.2 of a second. And with 0.2 of a second, you can't even catch and shoot. You can only tip the ball. Has to be 0.3 of a second on there. And we're going to roll it, but that won't help. You just might say the class how quick the clock goes off. You've only got time to tip. 65-53 at the end of 3 quarters of play. Freed Hardeman trailing. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with the final exciting quarter.
The reason I chose Freed Hardeman is because I'm a mother of 2, and I live here locally here in Dixon, and 2 years ago I decided that I wanted to be a nurse. So Freed Hardeman had just opened up, and I was ready for the opportunity and jumped on it, and I knew I needed to stay home, still be a mom, and yet I wanted to pursue my dream as being a nurse.
And we are back for the final quarter. Michael, we're 12-point down. We have to win. My math is not good. I want to say 2.75 possessions for every one they win.
I believe so, and you almost have to win more than that if you want to.
Yeah, you really need to win full 3 or 4 possessions.
That's not going to be easy, Coach, especially with this Martin Methodist team.
They are aggressive, and we've got to pick our tempo up and be more aggressive ourselves. We only have one of the things that was interesting. They have 14 team fouls. We finally got up to 9, but at one time we were only at 16 fouls for the whole contest.
That's right. And
that sounds great, but trouble is they have the lead by their aggression.
That's very, very unusual to see nowadays, Coach. And luckily Freed's got the ball here to start out the 4th quarter, so maybe we can get something going here quick, even maybe cut this down to a single digit.
And the folks that started the game are back out there. KJ wants to go, and she got shoved a little bit. I'm glad this outside official got it. Do not understand why the underneath official didn't see the push. Now that is Lester's 3rd, but that's not really that big of an item.
Especially not here in the 4th quarter, Coach. And for Martin Methodist, we just saw Taylor McNary, Aaron Freeman, and Lauren Pickett come back in, Coach.
White, the 74% free throw shooter at the line. First one up, shot it, got it. Here come the stats for the 3rd quarter. I'll let you study those, and we'll keep the game moving. We really need these, and I'm not so sure if I was LeMay, I wouldn't go straight through Freeman. She shot it and got it, but I believe that the way Freeman wants to block out, you could get her 4th foul on her.
Very quick, Coach, very quick.
10 points right here with 9:40 to go in this contest. This was the loser leave town. It's like a wrestling match. Loser does not go to the tournament in Bowling Green. And this is the first round of the tournament. They play it at home sites. Shot up. Freeman's shot dances off the iron, misses. We've got the rebound. And the senior looks it over, gets it across the line to LeMay, to White. White had a little jump, and Coach Evans wanted the walk, but I don't think they would call that one. He's getting ready to send one of his starters back in. LeMay from the top of the circle. She gets it, and she got that with intense pressure for her 15th point.
That's right, and a quick 5-0 run to start the 4th quarter right here, Coach.
Now this is where we need some defense and take a stand and go down and stick at least 2 in the basket. There's the screen down and the cut. They go high post. Now they're standing around, and Coach Evans is wanting more movement out of his crew. There should be a screen down and a cross screen. There's the screens. There's the spin move. I don't know. You can say body contact, but.
Only other thing you could have really got it for was just having her hand at an angle right there. But other than that, I really don't know. It could be anything. Of course, they have a better view than we do down there.
They really do, and I'm not going to contest. 20 points. Freeman's at the line. She's 2 for 2 tonight. And what's happening tonight is really all that counts, and she missed that one. That's good because we can go 2 for 1 on this one.
That's right. Chambers and LeMay down there, they've really got to put a butt in the picket, and I believe Shirley down there.
Yeah, she hits this one, but you can't just block out. You got to go get it.
That's right.
And you go, you jump, and you can't come down with those elbows stuck out and shake, rattle, and roll a little bit. This one they should get number 1. That's Taylor McNary. I have her with 2 fouls now, second one of the quarter. If we can get them into the bonus situation really quick, it will help our offense.
That's right. I don't know if we've missed one this game, have we, Coach?
I will have to check it. I don't think we have.
7 of 7 coming in.
My book does not show a miss. Let's don't jinx them. Now, there's got to be a foul, too. Yes, good call by the officials. And here we go. I may even officiate a little bit tonight. And that's Lester's 4th, if Mike, and I am right. The official book agrees.
Already 4.
3 team fouls. That's what's important. Remember the team fouls. Now, if we could just get Freeman out of the ball game in foul trouble. And looks like Taylor McNary's back in. She'll guard in the circle. This time, Alyssa LeMay will win that throw in. The drive. Crumpler kicks out. Chambers, 15-footer up. 15-footer good for Caroline Chambers, her 6th point.
And it's back down to 6, Coach.
And now this is money. You got to smell blood here.
7-1 run, too.
Got to be like those Sharks and get after them. And I think Coach Evans wants to take the Shark out of us. A good timeout by Billy Evans of Martin Methodist. We'll take a timeout with them and regroup. We'll be back with exciting Freed Hardeman Lady Line basketball. Run, playing some tough defense. A couple of stats from through 3 quarters and into this quarter, Michael.
Well, leading the Martin Methodist has really been 4 players. You have Pickett with 13, McNary with 11, Aaron Freeman with 17, and Faith Sherrill with 15. I mean, you really have you can't really face guard 4 players unless you have like a very quick and very physical 4-5 people out there. But you really don't know what to do when you have 4 people scoring like this. For us, we have about 4 or 5 there close to double digits. I know LeMay's got 12, Floyd's got 10 coming into the quarter, but you really don't know what you can do when you got people scoring like that, Coach.
Yeah, Freeman inbound to Lester, and something I'll mention here in a minute, a couple of things that's jumping out at me that's killing us. But we've made a good comeback. Freeman, nice turnaround, just left it a little short. She was straight on. Now the run out. Caroline Chambers has a chance in men's basketball. She would have dunked it, but she was smart, and she took it for her 8th point, and we are back within 4. Here's a couple of quick things to throw at you. Points in the paint, well, actually it's 15 second chance points, only 4 by us. That's where they're out rebounding us and things like that. Shot banked off the glass, not in though. Rebound to Floyd. Floyd showing a burst of that old speed even with all the braces and stuff she's got on. Feeds Chambers. Chambers faces up. They double down on her. She loses it. Kicks out to the official to be turnover us.
That's right. Don't believe the official is going to be on our team tonight, Coach.
No, he would have liked to have caught it, and that young man looked like he could have dunked the basketball. And I see Cunningham checking back in for them.
And they subbed both Pickett and Lester out. That's kind of a shocking move right there.
I think they're going to give them the blow, and then they'll finish the game. Give them a little rest. They got Freeman out there. She gets a nice screen. KJ, great job. Oh, we get called for a reach-in foul.
That's going to be on KJ.
That'll be her 3rd
That's
personal.
only first this half, though. So.
And what's good is we only have 2 team fouls. They run that 1-4. Watch the pick in the center. Then they'll pick again. And now they're going to get us for holding.
It's going to be Crumpler. Crumpler trying to fight through that screen.
Yep.
Might have been a little bit of movement there on the screen, but not really sure.
There's the cross pick. Now you get another one trying to get the girl free in the corner. They throw it out when they slide the post Walker up there. Now they'll reset with Freeman, who can, I believe she could play any position on the floor.
Gotten a lot of good drive-ins, post-ups, and basically everything this game.
That time off the feet. They'll return it with 5 seconds. Freeman will go to work here. She'll probably throw the shot up, and she does from 14 feet, and she drills it. And she is good. She's got 23, and then their lead has been increased back to 6. So we must match it here. We don't want to. We've got to get 3 possessions for every one of theirs. 18 on the shot clock. LeMay looking to Chambers, goes up, floater in.
Good look. Good look, Coach.
10 for her. You're right. Excellent call, Michael. Now we got to play defense. Slap that forward. Let's play a little defense, gang.
The crowd's into it. Lady Lions bench is into it. And I think we're into it as well, Coach.
Absolutely. I'm ready to even coach a little bit. Long shot off, but they've got the rebound. We block it. Chambers with the block. They may get it out of bounds, and that doesn't make any difference. We did a good job. Cunningham out and Lester back in. They'll go 1 forward again. Watch the screening action across the baseline. There won't be just one set. Shania Brooks is going to give Floyd a rest. They communicate well. You tell them I was guarding such and such player. And here we go. There's the first set of screens. They'll get Brooks for destroying the screen then. But you know what? That's what you teach them at practice, destroy the screen. Now, if you can just slide over, that's our third, or actually our 4th team foul. Now, that becomes an item on us. Second one on Floyd. They get inside position and get the ball up and in. Scoring was Nicole Shirley. That's only her 4th point. LeMay wants the 3. Looks good. It is good. Alyssa LeMay, she's got 6 in the quarter, 18, and it is a 3-point contest, but we allowed somebody to drive all the way. That puts the heat, and Caroline Chambers will pick up her 3rd foul. Freeman will go to the line for 2, where she is 3 for 4 tonight. That time our defense failed us.
That's right. Just unable to get back right there, but hopefully we can get something going right here. And this has been a great quarter for us, Coach. I gotta admit that great quarter.
It is a great quarter, but we need it to be even greater. Here's the first shot up and good. And again, this is a good free throw shooter in Freeman, 78.7% free throw shooter. Second one, shot it, rolls around, United States steal, and good.
And lead is back up to 5. Maybe we can cut it down to 2 or 3 right here, Coach. And there's a chance for even 1 as well.
That would be great at this point. Now they're going to be up in our face. Look how close they are, even when they switch off, and that's a good switch. Chambers and Walker back, and they're coming from the backside, but she saw the cutter, and LeMay did the right thing, and the pass was perfect, and it is 72-69. But we let them get too much penetration, and I'm going to tell you what now, Taylor McNary is going to hit that for her 13th point. We cannot let them keep penetrating that deep.
That's absolutely right, Coach. And in order to win this game, you can't just be the one scoring. You have to be the one stopping the scoring for the other side as well.
High screen, and Alyssa LeMay did great to keep on. There is a foul, and that's only the 4th, but it gets us closer to where we can shoot the bonus.
That's right. First on Walker, but she's going to instantly come out, and they're going to send Pickett back in.
And Pickett has 13 on the night, and she only has 2 fouls, and they're playing very great. Now we need to run. Kids need to execute the out-of-bounds play. Guarantee you, Coach Jefferson, he was telling them the same thing I was talking about up here, and he knows we've got to have the out-of-bounds. Let's see. They try to get LeMay free. Almost. She's going to drive. She's going to stop. She's going to pop. She got fouled. She'll shoot 2. Right play.
That's going to be on Freeman, her 4th.
That is an item right there. Mark that in your item book at the 4:52 mark, fans. Now we need to go right at her if he doesn't take her out of the game.
That's right. And doesn't look like he is.
Shot it. Got it. Alyssa LeMay.
I'll tell you what, free throws have been helping us a lot. Coming into this quarter, we were 11 of 11. And that might have been just our first miss.
That's the first miss. We are within 4. Now we need to play the defense in the next offensive trip down the floor, take it right at Freeman and get her out of the ball game. Now, the fine point, there's the Iverson cut where you come off of 2 screens out of a 1-4 right there. Nice yo-yo move, no good, but they get the rebound to pick it off the boards. And we knock it out and touch it last. Offensive rebounding by them is great. We're not getting the defensive rebounds.
This might be one of the best rebounding teams, though, in the conference, Coach.
Well, they get up quick and they force you to rotate your defense, and sometimes it's the reason Coach talked about communication. There is a nice shot, and that one is a little bit like a dagger. That was by Chereau, and that is her 17th point.
And it looks like they might be going I think they are going man right here, Coach.
Well, that looked like a 2-3
no, they might
zone.
Be zone.
Now they're talking. They're not sure. They're trying to match up, and they are not getting it. Will, though, here's LeMay. Not enough. It hits the iron and comes off the backside.
And they might have the advantage if Brooks doesn't get back.
This is one where I'd be tempted to put the Academy Award out there and fall with Freeman coming down the lane. Reagan Floyd, a tough, grizzled senior, handles the ball.
It's a 4-on-2 assault right here, Coach.
They try to feed it in with Chambers. It dribbled it, came off her foot. She gets it back, stolen, and this is a bad situation because you got speed. Oh, that's got to be a charge.
That is.
It's a double American Express gold card charge.
And Coach Evans didn't look like he was happy with that one either, Coach.
Well, our player just stood there, and their girl used the ball. When you get a chance at home, and it'll be on YouTube tonight, go back and replay this game, and you will see what I'm talking about. The ball was used as a weapon against the player.
That's right. And looks like they might be sticking with that 2-3 zone. No, I don't.
They're scrambling right now there, and we are not handling the ball. We've had 2 straight turnovers, and we're only down 6 with 3 minutes to go.
Need a stop right here. 6 points might not seem much with 3 minutes, but in a conference tournament, that is, Coach.
Yeah, they're going to bring Pickett outside, and they're taking a little time off the clock, but they're trying to get a one-on-one situation for their speed demons. In the old show Kung Fu, the old priest would say, "Focus, grasshopper," and we must focus. Here's one, no shot. It's a shot clock violation. And a big one.
They got the illegal screen there on Pickett.
Well, let's see if they call it.
That's just their third, but still, that is a big foul, Coach. Big foul.
I don't think they called it. Yeah, they did. They did, didn't they? They got her. So take the violation and turnover off, and they got an illegal screen. It's showing 2-3, but what they're doing is they're trying to match out of this 2-3. That's the reason for the talk. And that's a straight 2-3 with a little matching. That's the reason there's so much talk. And they're making sure that they get to LeMay, but they didn't this time. She's leaning back and a little short. And got to have a little bit more. 60% of your power's got to come out of your legs, and she's played hard tonight. Need to get a little more leg into those shots. Now, this is the dangerous one. Freeman at 2:24, 6-point lead. Got to hold them here. Can't let that lead get past 2 3-point possession. Here's the switch off, and Hughes did the best she could.
Didn't look like much contact right there, but from the official, I bet there what looked like a little bit of contact.
Yeah, when Freeman turned like that, and that's Hughes, just her second, she'll shoot 2, and she's only missed 1 of her free throws tonight. She's a very good free throw shooter, and she shot it and got that one too. She's got 26 points on the night so far. She's had a big night for them. Second one up. Off the iron. We can't nonchalant it because they will attack. They have a 7-point lead, which means it's 3 possessions. Good fake, even though they played defense on her. And this is Brooks. Floyd, 3 up, 3 down. That was an NBA 3 by the senior.
That's right, and she might be used to those playing at Perry County High School. Made a lot of those back in Linden.
2-possession game now with 4 points. Dribble handoff. They get it to Freeman. She crosses over, and we have got to attack Freeman better than that and make her give up the ball, deny her the ball. And she's got 28.
6-point lead as well, Coach.
Here's the pass to White, right corner. three up off the iron. You could see it drift just a hair. This time
she pushed it a little bit.
Yeah, McNary not in a hurry. And we're not talking about McNary Central. We're talking about Taylor McNary, the point guard. There's the dribble handoff. They get it to Freeman. Again, we let her get too much penetration, and she gets squared up there. She's now got 30 in the contest. And an 8-point lead. Now we have to score in a hurry. We're going to have quick steals or quick fouls, and we got to foul bad free throw shooters. The hook, no good, but rebound. Brooks goes up. She'll shoot 2. Only 54.7 seconds left. Nicole Shirley, her third, but that's irrelevant, immaterial, and not even pertinent to the fact. And we are back. The first free throw up and good by Brooks. That is Brooks' first free throw of the night. She'll try for her second, and then we've got to have the basketball quickly. Second shot good. Look for the timeout call, or either we'll go pick up. Trying to save the timeouts, which we could use in this. You can make a lot of things happen, so we'll try to match up and play hard. And McNary almost double dribbled and may have. I couldn't see. Referee had a better shot. Again, we let Freeman do her thing, and they missed, but they out-rebound us. And there is in the difference in the game. It's the second chance points. They have now 21 of those to our 4. Here's LeMay. She's going to take it on the Euro step and good. We get a timeout, a good timeout. We'll take a timeout as the Lady Lions trail by 6 with 30.3 seconds to go.
My name is Clay Leonard. I preach for the Church of Christ in Paris, Kentucky, and I'm a student in the Graduate School of Theology at Freed-Hardeman. I think the quality of scholarship at Freed-Hardeman, as well as the camaraderie that is shared between the students and the professors, sets Freed-Hardeman apart. I'm already using my degree in so many ways as I preach, and I hope that it will continue to challenge me to be the best student that I can and the best preacher that I can.
We are back. A lot of scenarios here, Michael. They do get it in, and that's the girl they want it in the hands of, and she can outrun everybody on the floor. She'll pull it back out and use as much. There's 24 seconds left on the shot clock. Good foul by Reagan Floyd to stop it. We would love to deny getting her or Freeman the basketball. Now, the bad news is this is an 88.2% free throw shooter. She is 3 for 4 for the night.
That's right. And Hughes and LeMay coming in for Brooks and Chambers.
Yeah, we'll play a little offense-defense here because we got our offensive team. Now, on that second shot, the block out and rebound is going to be so important if she misses. Everybody's got to know who's assigned to block the shooter out. Which one of the two people rebounding do you want to squeeze because you've got an extra person squeeze. Like I said, this is an 88% free throw shooter. 7-point lead, 3 possessions, means we have to score and hurry. Then we got to have a quick steal or a quick foul. And we got to go to the hole.
That's right. Very, very quick, Coach.
And that one's going to roll off, and again we get BC. There it is. The rebounding has killed us. And again, we'll have to foul, and the 17.3 seconds left. And the foul on Hughes will be her third, be the double bonus. And Freeman, who has 30 points, will be there at the line for 2 points. And this is one we'll look back at second chance points and rebounding. To first one, shot it, got it. She got 31 to lead all scorers in this contest.
And she will
shot it, got that one too. She's got 32. She's from Giles County High School. There is a timeout on the floor to get the strategies. We'll keep it here. Michael, it is still doable even though it's a 9-point lead. You got to have 3 quick threes, or either you got to take the ball to the hole and hope you get fouled and score with the clock stopped.
That's right. At this point, in order to win this game, you got to have quick turnovers. I don't know if the clock does stop on the make or not in college. I know it doesn't in high school.
It does in the NCAA. I'm not sure. I'm more familiar, and I'll admit it, with my NCAA rules. It should stop here. I've seen North Carolina, and folks say, well, Coach, you always say, well, that one stuck in my mind. 7 points in 11 seconds.
That's right.
But there was a charge taken in there by North Carolina that no time ran off the clock, and it's hard to do. But this is still a doable situation. 17.3 seconds and 9 points, but we got to have the quick scores. And we're not, we have trouble to take it to the hole. Now 3. If you can't take the hole, it's short. We got to rebound it, and it'll be their basketball. And they're still 12-8. Now, did somebody on their team call a timeout?
Timeout by Methodist, full timeout.
It's a full timeout called by one of the players. It may have been by Taylor McNary. Doesn't matter. We're getting a chance. We got to talk it over. And Coach is down there emphasizing we've got to have the basketball quickly, and we have now got to score and deny.
That's right.
Almost can't let them get the ball inbounds. And if they do get inbounds, foul immediately. It's better to go down and lose, making them hit free throws. And if somebody catches it, you have to check and see who's in the ball game. You want their worst free throw shooters to catch the ball.
That's right.
Now, something a lot of people don't think about, in the last 2 minutes, who are really their worst 3-point shoot or 2-point shooters, or I'll get it right, free throw shooters, because a kid that hits, let's just say 80%, might be a very terrible in last 2 minute free throw shooter because they tense up.
That's right.
They want to get the ball, they being Martin Methodist, in the hands of, if you've ever saw the movie, the Cool Hand Lukes on their team that are going to walk to that line in their ice. We want to keep it away from those people and get the basketball.
And
they advance it, and that's smart. That's one thing you can do with the timeout. I remember when I was at Union playing, you could not advance the basketball that way. And there's a foul. It was a good one by KJ. It'll be her 4th, but that's all she can do. And she paid a price for that foul. And Cheryl would be at the line. Unfortunately, Cheryl is an 82% free throw shooter. She's not been there. Faith Cheryl at the line tonight. She has 17, make it 18.
And looks like KJ White did stay back in hopes of maybe getting a quick shot up, but McNary did come back and guard.
And there it is. We get the rebound. We got a motor. We got to get something up quick and then get the clock stopped. And the shot is off. That hurts. And 2-1. That is going to be the final 87-77. They will advance, they being Martin Methodist, on to Bowling Green. We will end our season with a 12-13 record overall as we rebuild. Remember, only one senior who can come back next year. This is a good team. There are lessons even in losses to be learned tonight. Tell you what we're going to do. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll try to talk about the stats. And I don't know whether we'll hear from Coach or not. This is a tough loss, and sometimes your kids need the attention. Let's take a long time out. You are listening and watching Freed Hardeman basketball on Worthy Road Studios. It'll be on YouTube later tonight. We'll be back after this.
The reason why I pursued my BSN in nursing is because I wanted to give back to the community. I wanted to take back, I wanted to give care to all the patients that I had taken care of previously in the past. I wanted to gain more experience and education. Freed Hardeman is local here in Dixon, Tennessee. I noticed that they had a 100% pass rate for the past 3 years, and I knew that Freed Hardeman would be a great fit for me.
The reason I chose Freed Hardeman was I came for orientation, and I felt welcomed and loved, and I've toured many nursing programs, and this was different. This one was something different to me, and it's been amazing, and I really enjoyed it, and it's something I'll always remember, and this is family to me. I also chose Freed Hardeman because of the 100% pass rate at Dixon. They've had a 100% pass rate for the last 3 years, and that finalized my decision to come to Freed Hardeman.
reason I chose Freed-Hardeman, I'm a mother of two, and I live here locally here in Dixon, and 2 years ago I decided that I wanted to be a nurse. So Freed-Hardeman had just opened up and I was ready for the opportunity and jumped on it, and I knew I needed to stay home, still be a mom, and yet I wanted to pursue my dream as being a nurse.
My name is Clay Leonard. I preach for the Church of Christ in Paris, Kentucky, and I'm a student in the Graduate School of Theology at Freed-Hardeman. I think the quality of scholarship at Freed-Hardeman, as well as the camaraderie that is shared between the students and the professors, sets Freed-Hardeman apart. I'm already using my degree in so many ways as I preach, and I hope that it will continue to challenge me to be the best student that I can and the best preacher that I can.
The reason why I pursued my BSN in nursing is because I wanted to give back to the community. I wanted to take back, I wanted to give care to all the patients that I had taken care of previously in the past. I wanted to gain more experience and education. Freed-Hardeman is local here in Dixon, Tennessee. I noticed that they had a 100% pass rate for the past 3 years, and I knew that Freed-Hardeman would be a great fit for me.
And the unhappy final, I say that sometimes at high school ball games too. Martin Methodist, I know their fans are jubilant. They had 87. The Lady Lions had 77. We're going to go to Michael Mullenix. Let me say one thing. We expended so much energy coming back, and you can't fault the young ladies, that sometimes that's when the jump shots don't fall, and Michael will go through some of those things with you. Here's Michael Mullenix with the stats.
For Martin Methodist, on the day, shot 48% from the field, from long range 22%, from the free throw line 73%, close right up there near 74, missing a total of 6 free throws today. For Martin Methodist, Lauren Pickett had a great game with 15, Taylor McNary with 14, Faith Sharrow with 18, and Erin Freeman ended up with a big game with 29 points. Followed behind her was Shirley with 4, Lester with 3, Cunningham with 2, and Walker with 2. For Freed-Hardeman, 51% from the game, or for the game, 26 from long range, and from the free throw line, 94%, only missing 1 free throw the whole game. Leading all scorers for Freed-Hardeman was Alyssa LeMay, great game with 23, followed behind the senior Reagan Floyd with 13, and then had 3 more with double digits, Chania Brooks, Caroline Chambers, and KJ White, all with 10 points. Hannah Hughes not far behind with 9. And rounding up the whole score for Freed-Hardeman was Allie Crumpler with 2 points. Clock just ran out here in the final minutes. Martin Methodist, big lead there to start the game. It's almost at tournament time. That's almost impossible to come back from. But Freed-Hardeman, we had some great plays in the second half. We just couldn't come out with a win today, Coach.
It really was tough. We expended a lot of energy in that fourth quarter. We dug a hole, as you said, kind of early. Some things to look at. Now, one thing we did that was really positive, our bench outscored their bench 19-7. Points in the paint, I don't have that stat, but on the official DAC stats, if I can get them to roll up here properly, the 21 second chance points to them to only 6 for us. Usually you lose when that kind of thing happens. And what made it even worse is they won the points off turnover battle. They had 20 to our 10. So we had to hit a lot of shots, and you could see some tired legs late in that fourth quarter. But like I said, there are lessons to be learned. We may not see Coach Joshua Epperson, and I'm going to tell you why. I've been in this situation before. I'm going to describe one game. We played the number 1 team in the nation, Shelbyville. And for old-time girls basketball fans, they know what that means. They went through a period where they won like 10 state titles in a 14 or 15-year period, may have been less than that. And they were ranked number 1 in the nation, and we had played our hearts out, and we were down 2 with 30 seconds to go, and you tell your point guard, don't throw the cross-court pass. She did. And their All-American Moorhead intercepted it. And one of my kids did a great job of fouling her, but Moorhead went to the line, dropped 2, and we didn't get the shot we wanted. We missed an open person and took a 19-footer and lost. Well, you've got to go in there. There are young ladies right now that need consoling. Those young ladies did not want to lose this ball game. They played their hearts out. The coach didn't want to lose the ball game. Sometimes the moon, the stars, the planets, you play hard, and sometimes it doesn't go that way. Tonight, Martin Methodist was the aggressor. They played a little more physical. They were willing to give up the extra fouls to accomplish what they wanted, and they used their bench, and they were the team that executed their game plan. We got most of ours done, but Coach will say, girls, we can learn. We can be a little more physical, and we can do this. And our rebounding at times failed us, and then we got some good rebound. But when we still had a chance, even with less than 2 minutes, our rebounding failed us again.
That's right. But one key thing to look at here, got to talk to Taylor Hodges before the game, kind of sorting some stuff out with the live stream. We missed our senior night the other night because of the winter storm, but luckily we would have had a senior night honoring our seniors. But from what I've heard, we don't have anybody graduating. We don't have anybody leaving. I
think Reagan Floyd, she's making the hardest decision because I know where she could be a coach if she wants to be. And it's a tough decision. I think everybody's coming back. I would like to see that. But we keep these kids together, and I think Coach has got his eye on a couple of people. And I would say Coach is not coming because I do see 1 or 2 filtering out. He is still doing what a good coach does. You talk to these kids. You console them. You're like their basketball parents, and you got to do those things. Michael, your final comments.
Well, to have been on the air calling this last part of the season for the Lady Lions, it has been a real honor to watch these girls, and hopefully we'll get to watch them next season as we come back. And we got boys action tomorrow night as they play Bethel. But for the girls team, really great start to the first year in the conference, first year with a new coaching staff. To end up hosting a first-round game, I say they accomplished a lot, Coach.
More positives than negatives. Would that be right, Michael?
Way more positives.
Michael, I have enjoyed it, but we're not through. We get to call basketball tomorrow night, the men's team. We get to play Bethel. I see Coach Drew Stutz out there. Of course, I'm pointing, and the camera's on us right now. Coach has got his baby in his arms. He and his men's team will take on the Bethel Wildcats. And that, like I said, those teams split during the year. And this goes along tonight. It's one of those games. We had beaten Martin Methodist twice, but my old high school coach said, I don't want to beat anybody two times and go into the tournament. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, and you may have heard that. Coach Armichael may have even said that.
And I remember my junior year, we ended up being the number 4 seed out of 8 teams. We had to play Waverly Central first round. Waverly, it's a knockdown, drag out every time we play them, hitting shots left and right. Luckily came out with a 3-point win somehow after Waverly made a lot of shots.
Well, y'all beat a well-coached team. Les Trotter coaches that team up there.
That is right.
And, you know, his dad actually won a state title in girls basketball at Waverly with the legendary Sally Smith. Now, that some of y'all that are younger, that you won't know who I'm talking about, but she could even play today. she was that good back in the 60s. Tell you what we're going to do is for the administration, we'll wrap this up. The fine camera work by Gary Lockhart, Jimmy Butler, you know the Butler always does it, Alexander Bitterly, and Jimmy's one of my co-hosts with me. He was kind enough to help us out tonight, and you see all of them's names. Alexander, who also does play-by-play at an unmentioned university that can't be named here, but they're good people because that's where my degree's from too and where I played, but also Gary Lockhart. My color man who hopefully he's going to work baseball or something with me because guess what? I will miss him, and I know his family well. They are great people. He's one of the good guys. Paul Schulze, director, producer, all-around good guy, and of course the administration here at Freed Hardeman, athletic director Mike McCutcheon, Taylor Hodges, the coaching staff, and all the young ladies. We're going to say thanks. Well, let's do one other thing. Got to do something very important. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or further use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. And now it's time for the infamous words. Thanks for your time this time. Till next time, good night all.